My name is John Watts. I'm a lawyer in Birmingham, Alabama, and I sue abusive debt collectors and also defend Alabama consumers who have been sued by debt buyers such as LVNV. And so in this video, we want to talk about what do you do when LVNV sues you. And LVNV is one of the larger debt collectors, or what is called a debt buyer. They buy up old debt and then they file lawsuits. So what do? Well, we talk about this in other videos. The one thing that you don't want to do is nothing. If you do nothing, then LVNV wins. LVNV will get what's known as a default judgment against you. But assuming that you don't do that, and we certainly hope you don't, and we have lots of resources available to encourage you to not do that, here's some things to keep in mind. LVNV has to prove that it owns the debt that it's suing you on. Now, this can be challenging for LVNV, and I say that for two reasons. One, out of all the lawsuits I've ever had with LVNV, I've never seen them prove that they own the debt, so it must be challenging to them. But second of all, they usually are not buying what is called fresh debt. They're not going to Chase or Bank of America or GE Money Bank or whoever it may be and buying it directly. It's going from the original creditor to debt buyer number 1 to debt buyer number 2 to number 3, and then maybe it gets to LVNV. And even within LVNV, usually it's passing through one or more of their companies. So what they have to do, and they would certainly disagree with us, but this is our position, and we feel very confident about it in Alabama, is they've got to trace that title back to the original creditor, because you didn't do business with LVNV, you didn't borrow money from LVNV, you didn't buy a product or services from LVNV. So why is LVNV suing you? And they say, but we bought the debt. Okay, prove it. Who'd you buy it from? Take us back. And you bought it from this debt buyer, well then they need to come in and testify that they bought it from this one who needs to testify they bought it from the original creditor. So keep that in mind. And what we have often sued LVNV for, and we have a number of judgments in federal and state court against LVNV, is they're suing on bogus lawsuits. You don't owe the debt. They're credit reporting when our clients did not owe the debt to LVNV. We've even had LVNV sue our clients and lose, and then threaten to sue again. It's crazy, but this is what happens. So keep in mind, if you're dealing with LVNV, they'll be very eager to get a default judgment against you. Almost certainly they're reporting on your credit report, and you really need to examine to see, is this a legitimate lawsuit or was this a bogus lawsuit that they filed? And what are your options about fighting back against LVNV? So if you have questions and you live in Alabama, feel free to give us a call, 205-879-2447, or you can contact us through our website, alabamaconsumer.com. Thank you very much.